We're in cold Canton Village Theatre at the moment, Michigan. 4 weeks into pre-production of the Parricidal Effect feature film. We are currently putting together a cast for the trailer, and that is again making full use of Michigan's resources and infrastructure. Currently in the Village Theatre, casting kids for the trailer, which we're starting to film in the next week or two. So we're looking for 3 boys and 1 girl, kind of sticking to the Super 8 formula, and so far so good as far as who we've managed to find, and actors are excited and so are we. If you can't convince yourself that the character exists, you're not going to convince the audience. First of all, shut everything off around you, build a barrier. Doesn't matter what kind of elements are going on around as far as distractions. You got to forget about all that and just focus on the now. You guys are the most important part. You got to picture yourself as superior, okay? So if you're not confident by nature, you have to become confident. You have to become arrogant, because it's what's going to help you cutting off that element and capturing your character. You must understand the story and you must understand the script. If there's anything you don't understand, you've got to ask me, because it's very important that you understand the world that exists. If there's any elements that you don't understand, then that means your character isn't going to understand where he or she is coming from. Thanks, no, I'm just going through this very quickly because this is not my job, it's your job to be in character. Where you're standing now, we'd run it through a pulley system, and then we'd have 2 guys in a rope, right? And we literally just want to see you being like sucked back. Like you frightened something, like, okay, literally get stuck back. Okay, so it's be like that. If you were who you are and you were in that room and the door slammed shut and you couldn't open it, what would you normally do?
I would probably scream.
Yeah.
Just try to kick it down or something.
And if you couldn't get it down?
I'd probably get, I don't know, run out, try to get out.
Exactly. So that would literally be like, let's say the door opens, right? And then you're gonna go forward because you want to protect Alex. So go. So you would do that. Okay, it's almost like wait. Right. So that's just to, and then the camera will be right here, and as you get stopped, the camera stops on you, and then everything goes quiet, like dead quiet. So the reason for the flare is because it's so quiet. I want to give the audience a fright with it going like, you know what I mean? He's kind of sitting like, I guess he'd be sitting like that, right? Like a kid. And then you're entering from that side like that. So it looks pretty scary, but at the same time, we understand he's from another realm. It's not meant to be a horror film, but because the film focuses on the supernatural, everybody's kind of scared of the supernatural world because it's an entity we don't understand, and human beings fear what we don't understand, right? So that is also why you've got to act that fear. Even though you understand your character, you've got to understand what the character is feeling at the time. So that's why it's very important that you understand the story and that you identify with your character and that you convince yourself that the character exists, because then you can convince us as the audience that it's real.